Adam, you settle up the favourite for the Ramornie on Wednesday in Deepour. Are you happy with how he's progressed since the win at Ipswich?
Yeah, really happy. Everything's sticking along perfectly. Couldn't be happy really. So up to him now, up to Kyle, to give him a ride from a bit of a tricky barrier, but I don't think that should be the worst thing for him.
You speak of the barrier, 11 in the draw yesterday. It'll be a fast run first 200-300 metres. Is it just a case of finding a spot sort of worse than midfield, one off with him?
Yep, definitely. He's just the sort of horse you can't hustle and bustle early. Once you ask him to go, he does go. So Kyle will be just told to ride him where he's happy, get back, and hopefully can start tracking 3 wide to it just before the turn, and hopefully let's rip down the outside like we know he can do.
It's obviously been a target all preparation, and he's sort of pretty much ticked every box along the way to get to this target race in excellent form.
Yeah, spot on. He sort of, last preparation, at the end of his prep, I picked this race out. It's good when a plan comes off, not always happens, but he's ticking along perfectly, looked great. I couldn't be happy with the horse, as I said, so it's a good feel, but I know how good the horse is. He's just got to show up and produce his best, and I know he can definitely win the race.
There's been a bit of social media talk about if he happens to win a Ramornie, there's a rich race in Sydney that could be very much on the cards. Is it something that you potentially could sit down after Wednesday if successful and map out a plan and hopefully get him there?
Oh, for sure and certain he's got to go and do it stylishly in saying that. So I know how good he is. I know he's got an explosive turn of foot. When he's on song, he's a good horse. So I'd love to see him 1200 in Sydney, but you know that's what you dream of as a young trainer. So if he blows my way on Wednesday, definitely my number's on the website. They can give me a call.
You also have spoken highly that he'd be a great straight horse too, and that could be something that you might be targeting with him in the spring.
Definitely, his options everywhere. Spoke to Ed obviously in Melbourne yesterday and had a chat to him about a few things and some certain races for him, but I do really believe he'd be explosive straight horse. Just cuddle him up in behind him and let him rip. You know, once he gets see daylight, he's a lovely big horse, and as I said, he's explosive once he does let rip. So there's options here, there, and everywhere. And best thing about him is he's a cool, calm, collected horse. Travelling wouldn't worry him too much, but if I couldn't get to Melbourne, I'd love to get to Sydney.
The change of jockey, all weight related, but you pick up the very much informed Kyle Wilson-Taylor, who's done some early work on the horse, hasn't he?
Definitely, he trialled him at Deegan. I remember Kyle said to him, yeah, you'll probably get another Class 1, Class 2 out of him. He's gone on a bit better than that, but no, I spoke to Kyle yesterday, good young rider. I've got a lot of time for Kyle. I think he's a very exciting rider. He'll suit the horse. Just got to get back on him and let him relax. But yeah, no, he's a good rider, Kyle, and it's up to him now.
As you know, with jockeys, they're often the worst judges, so you can have one over him if he wins on Wednesday on the horse in the Ramornie.
Yeah, definitely. I lived with one for 25 years and realised that my dad wasn't a good judge. So no, they can make mistakes, but no, let's hopefully we prove him wrong on Wednesday.
Stable's ticking over well. You've had good success on the Poly of late. One of those horses is Get What You Give, who's nominated for the Gold Coast on Saturday.
Yeah, he's flying. He's always shown the ability. Just took a bit of time to mature mentally and physically. He's still mentally maturing. Worked great this morning. I think he'll run another big race on Saturday. He's
just adapted well to the style of racing on the Poly, puts himself there, and genuine the last, over those sprint trips over that 1,050, 1,100 metres, he'll put himself there and be hard to beat.
Yeah, definitely. He trialled real good into his debut run at the Sunshine Coast, and I was going to run him here, but I just want to get him on some grass. He was a bit disappointed that day, tipped him out, gave him the time off, and tried him again here. Young Jace rode him in one of his first jump outs, and he actually tried against some open class horses, and he won the heat, so it gave me that bit of confidence. Obviously, coming here, he handles it well. He's pulled up great. He's a great horse to train. He's no fuss. He pulls up great. He's tough. I do. I honestly reckon he'll run a big race again on Saturday.
Another nomination is Fly With You, who was very good on debut. A horse that's had a few issues or taken time to get to the races.
Yeah, a real big, quirky horse. The team's done a really good job with him. He's big, he's strong, and he knows that. But he's got a lot of ability. He worked enormous this morning, and yeah, I'd be very shocked if he didn't run a big race on Saturday.
The stable's been ticking over extremely well. You're happy with how things are?
Yeah, of course. I couldn't be happier. Obviously, even having a runner in a Ramornie's exciting so early in my career. But we set ourselves goals. I've got a great team behind me, as I always say, and I'm very lucky and grateful for that, because without them, I wouldn't be where I am.
A stakes winner is generally a trainer's breakfast here at Gold Coast, so come here early Thursday morning?
No, definitely not.
Thanks, Adam.
Cheers.